in Picton, staying at the Tombstone Backpackers, so named because it's right across from the cemetery. There's a better view of it. This is my second stay in Picton. I was here back in, I believe, March, at which point I thought I was only going to be in New Zealand for a few weeks. And I stayed here last time, and they have great Wi-Fi, by the way, if you do come to Picton. It is a maybe 5 or 10 minute walk into the center of town, really quiet at night. Also, they have free scones in the morning and jam and butter. That's the included breakfast. I think they're all homemade, delicious. Picton is the town that you will definitely come to if you are taking the boat between the North and the South Island, which travels between Picton and Wellington. It is a lovely port town, and when I first got here, I actually thought I'd be completely bored and it would just be a silly port town or something. It's actually quite charming, has a few walks. I am going to one of them now, and some lovely restaurants and shops. So it's a cute little place to spend a couple days and enjoy yourself. The other cool thing about Picton is it's right near the Marlborough region, which is where all the vineyards are. So as you saw in my video coming into town, there's just vineyard upon vineyard upon vineyard. And so I did a half-day wine tasting, and let me tell you, half day, 4 vineyards, that was a lot. So let me show you what that day was like.
5 valleys that run off the southern side of this valley. Collectively they are referred to as being southern valleys. Strategy we can take 3 wines to the top wine show in the world, and then lots of people try as wine. The staff, not you. However, you can assist by sitting on a glass, chatting for ages and not drinking any of the wine. It's not on the list, but I always put it on there.
You go up the hill, hilltop there? Yeah.
One.
It's all downhill from here. 2020 stash. Nice and crisp and crunchy. About 3% residual sugar.
Okay, I'll run you through and say she's got one.
So I'm tasting wine. This is a Sauv Blanc, and it's pretty nice and fruity. Do you guys have any?
Fruity.
Right? Cheers.
Cheers. Yes.
From Whangarei.
Yeah.
Great town. I was there.
This is our 2020 extended.
Those are pretty glasses with the curved lip. But that's such a little pour. I think you need to do like double it up.
Double it up. Well, that one's a little bit hefty. I'll double it up. It does make a better photo.
It does. It looks better if there's more in it.
So we've got a private collection of wines around here. So you can touch stuff, take photos, and do what you'd like to do within reason. But we'll give it away when you touch those. So it's actually like they took a latex cast of hairs.
Well, got to. Your 60 years science has come a long way.
Only winery in New Zealand that specialises in Méthode Traditionnelle. This winery is owned by Daniel and Adele Lebrun, and Daniel pioneered Méthode Traditionnelle here in Marlborough 40 years ago, or just over 40 years ago. And he hails from Épinay in Champagne. He's the 12th generation Champenois. When he was told of the climate here, 600 more hours of sunshine every year than Champagne, is when he knew that Marlborough was a pretty special place. Bought that land, and he set about in 1980 planting those 3 varietals: Chardonnay, Pinot Noir, Pinot Meunier. And he spoke to some people and said, you're going to look down this valley and not very many years ahead, and all you'll see is vines. And they all said, mad Frenchman.
28,000 hectares.
28,000 hectares. That's a lot of grapes. So he was very right. And this one was the first released from here at No. 1 Family Estate. Bastille Day 1999, Daniel launched Cuvée No. 1. Here, I missed his wines terribly when he sold Celia Lebrun Champenoise. Over there. See the little lights. they're familiar with the curve and where they've
Definitely been on TV. She was a nurse on Shortland Street.
Oh.
Before she got into the marketing.
Kay's quite partial to it.
Doesn't look like it's raining, but I assure you it is.
Okay, so this is our flagship one. This is what Marlborough is famous for all over the world actually, and 90% of our Sauvignon Blanc actually goes into the States.
Sorry, did you say like the US states?
Yes.
Like that? Okay,
Yes.
really?
We're at 25% of our company is owned by Gallo. And then we've got the Southern Valleys, which is the hills over here, the perpendicular. And then down the bottom, Arbitrary Valley is on the coast of Christchurch. So all those different areas have different soil profiles here. With the Sauvignon Blanc, and it's lovely notes of like purple and pear. So a bit more really nice if you like pestos, risottos, anything with cheese.
I feel like I never heard of Pinot Gris before coming to New Zealand.
Same as Pinot Grigio, same grape.
Okay.
We just do a different style of making it.
Are you girls doing gin? Oh my god. There's this gin. Wow. And it's made in Marlborough?
Yes, it is.
We have time for a coffee break, which is great because we've done 3 vineyards, and for a half day of wine pouring with 4 vineyards, that's impressive. So far, my favorite is Whitehaven. Ooh, wrong side, I'm a little drunk. Whitehaven, I got their Sauvignon Blanc, which actually is quite good. And I learned that New Zealand does not have the full-bodied red wines that of course I love because the temperature isn't warm enough to grow them.
Winter this side of the valley will hardly get any frost. As you get further across, you see things that look like windmills. Not many on this side of the valley. You have the rival room up there. You're a little bit out of the wind here.
Are we getting to choose our wines?
So we have recommended, but we also have a few different ones open on the list there if you would like to change out the recommended
Okay,
tastings. Yeah.
cool. So this is the Sauvignon Blanc
Sauvignon
2019
Blanc 2019.
and Framingham.
Frames.
Pretty glasses.
They are quite cute, aren't they?
They are.
There's a new thing in over here, well, a couple of years now. They don't spill over.
They don't spill over?
Especially on days like
Are you
this.
Oh, the glass does. Okay, not by our hand, but by the weather's hand. I got it. Okay. Because if I'm drunk, I can spill it myself. Gewurz away.
Okay.
How many vineyards do you remember?
Oh, I don't remember. Did we go somewhere before here?
Each bottle is individually numbered,
Oh.
and the number of bottles they make. So I've got that one. So
Wow.
So this one here is number 252 out of 1,600.
Can we get bottle number 1?
I think I'd say it's gone.
Oh, that's too
We
bad.
don't sell them in water. It's
Oh.
I think you could.
You think so? How could we be better?
Bigger glasses.
Okay, that's a good. Would you like to give them to us? Why-
I've only been here 2 days, so no.
Why is your name made out of Scrabble?
Because I haven't been promoted to a real badge yet.
when you get a real badge, they give you a nickname.
Ah,
So
okay.
Laurel becomes Lolly.
But we've got to come up with 3 things about us, one of which isn't true. So I've said I'm a Shakespeare scholar. I'm a Lego builder part-time, and I'm also a retired mime artist. So
You're not a Lego builder.
I can show you my latest construction, which is the James Bond DB5.
Would you show that to us? That's so cool. I love James Bond.
It's revolved, the screen comes up at the back, the bulletproof screen, the boots open as the front opens, and the lights, headlights turn into machine guns.
Okay.
And there is an ejector seat.
Do you know which
Oh
movie
my
it's from?
God, are you kidding me? That is beautiful.
So that's the interior. So the gear lever changes the guns, and that's the engine.
That is the coolest thing ever.
All out of Lego.
So, would you like to say something about the vineyard and to my 65 YouTube subscribers?
So
You know,
I've been here, what?
2 days. Would you like to say something about the vineyard?
Gives you 2 months.
Would you both like to? Oh, you're not. not a mime artist. No.
He is a mime
I don't know.
artist, but he's not a Shakespeare.
You're not a Shakespeare? So why do you recommend people come to this vineyard out of all of the ones in Marlborough?
All of the ones in Marlborough. It is the best.
It is the best. That's a good answer. Succinct.
So, a little bit of history that I'm aware of. So, it was, our first wines were planted in 1981. So, they were a Riesling wine. They had just the way out. Then the winery in Salvador was established about 1994. So, the original owner was from Wellington, so he came over and bought some land, planted some grapes, established a winery. Then it's actually since been sold to a Portugal family. So,
Oh, Portugal. Where in Portugal?
I'm
The
not
company's called So Great.
Yeah.
You would know Motus Rosé.
They are part of the same group.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh,
And
thank you.
we don't mass produce, is the thing.
Okay.
So, on some of the wines you've tried, how many on that one?
Okay.
And once it's gone, it's gone.
Okay.
So we're
This is
kind of
bottle 811.
semi-boutique.
So this is the cellars.
Can we go in and taste all of them?
No,
Oh.
I'm afraid not. And you do not dust them
Why not?
because you just don't dust them. Apparently. This is the band room.
Are you going to sing for us?
Uh,
Or play for us?
No, because that'll just drive you out. However, Brownie, so this is our band.
Oh, how funny. Okay. I'm all about people doing what they love. Can you say
Okay,
that
yeah.
again? Because that was really well said about doing what you love and the wine.
Now I've just got to remember it. So the guys here, it's all about doing what you love. So they've got the band room where they come in and they play their musical instruments and just rock the place down. And then it's about the wine. Do what they love. They only work on what they grow, and when they grow it, they then decide what they're going to do with it.
And you said that they don't know what they're going to get.
No, they don't
I
know
love
what they
that.
get.
And it doesn't matter, right?
It
'Cause they're
doesn't
doing what's-
matter because it's what they love, and they'll take the product or the grapes and then make it into a finished product which everyone will enjoy.
And isn't that a great theory for living?
Do what you enjoy. Rule number one.
I love cows and bovine things in general, so this is lovely. What are these hooks?
Finger hooks.
Finger hooks. Do you hang fingers on them or pick your nose? Okay. And we have a bonus stop at Makana in, I don't know where we are, Blenheim or near Picton, and the original was in Curry, and so I feel like I'm bringing Curry with me. Hello, Curry. I think so, yes.
So today we've got two different products for you to try. So on top is our macadamia butter toffee crunch, and underneath is our sweet Valentine salted caramel panache. So
Let's check in on my hat. Seems like I have a new hat every episode. Well, let me talk about this one. I got it on my wine tour. Let me tell you why. First off, it's kind of cool having a hat from a vineyard because I like wine. But more importantly, when I first saw this hat, I thought, this is the weirdest hat I've ever seen and must be for like complete dorks because it has this cord that says events on it with a little clip. And so I'm like, what do you do, like when you're going to a trade show, you pin your name badge to your hat? That just sounds really weird. And then they explained to me that actually the clip, it's called like a yachting hat. So you clip it to your clothes or your jacket. Remember I told you how windy it hits here and how you are more than likely gonna lose at least one hat into the strong winds. Well, that's actually genius. So that's why I bought this hat. Speaking of hats, I also have to wonder if New Zealand Kiwis have different sized and shaped heads than Americans, because all the hats here, I feel like they're meant to go lower on my head, like my ears should be further down and the surface area of the top of my head should be larger. So just a random question. Are our heads shaped differently? Probably yes. Here's a lookout into the harbor here at Picton. That is, I believe, where the ferry boats come in and depart from. Now, it's very misleading because you see how calm and lovely the water is here in the bay. Well, it's been a bit stormy and windy. As soon as you get out to the main water, the strait, whoo, it can be quite windy and swelly and seasicky water. Here's a view of some of the Marlborough Sounds, and it looks like the Inter-Islander ferry from Wellington is making its appearance, one of, I think, 4 for today. And interestingly, apparently this is the only part of New Zealand that is sinking instead of growing. So here is the boat. Here's where the boat will come in. We saw a view of the harbor earlier, and here is our glimpse into Picton. This is a bit sad, I think. All of this wood, of course, are trees that were chopped down, and similar to Napier, I guess it's shipped off to China, who makes it into other things and then sells it back to New Zealand and maybe other countries. This is the wildlife sanctuary, and one of the things I actually love when visiting anything touristy in New Zealand is they start off with a Maori legend about the place. By the way, is now the center of downtown. This is the center of downtown, or the shopping street in Picton. More of downtown. There's apparently a marina festival tomorrow. I guess they're setting up, so we'll see some of that on my video. A short while ago, I was on that lovely walk with a lookout point where we saw the Inter-Islander ferry, and I saw that wildlife sanctuary I'd never heard of. So I inquired, and now I'm going. And it's worked out. It's about $80 a person to go on a boat taxi, which is the only way to get there. But 2 other people have shown up that will be going with me, so we're only paying 26 New Zealand dollars. That's roughly $19 or $20 round trip to go to the sanctuary, which is free. So I feel like it's been a while since I've had bathrooms in a video, so here again are some lovely bathrooms on the way. Oh yes, there's a long drop on the wildlife sanctuary island, so they told me to go here. This has proven to be the most interesting toilet ever, so I'm going to see if I can start this whole process over just to show you.
Door is unlocked. Thank you for using Exolute. Door closed. Please press button to lock.
Here we go.
Door locked. Your maximum use time is 10 minutes. Press button to unlock door.
10 minutes to do your business and great music. Well, elevator music. But hey, most interesting toilet I've ever been in.
Door is unlocked.
That's the Mailboat cruise you can also take. They're actually putting the mail on, and dogs come fetch biscuits out of their hands at each port of call. And we're off to our water taxi now. Is this going to be a scary ride? So I'm just hearing that we have missed the dolphin colonies that were here about 2 months ago. Oh well. Thank you.
No worries.
Wow, it's like arriving on your own private island. Stunningly beautiful. Hey, a little friend in the sanctuary. Hello. Reminds me of a mini version of Zealandia, only completely private, and you're more likely to either be here by yourself or with 2 wonderful people that you just run into on the boat. Okay, go ahead.
The door opens the other way.
It's all good. Is it gross?
Nothing in there.
Nothing in there? Oh, no wettas?
Oh, what a bummer.
So this keeps all the predators out of the sanctuary, or so they hope. Here is the logging that I was showing you earlier in this video. Still pretty even though they're killing trees. This island is really amazing with its beautiful lookout points. Here is another lookout point that is beautiful, and we were told to go around the loop that we did, the opposite direction that's recommended in the sign, so that we could sit here and enjoy this view, and I'm glad about that recommendation. Here comes our return water taxi. Here's an example of serious Kiwi headgear to keep this on your head in windy conditions. Wow, that is a hat. Picton is also the place where you can take one of the wonderful trains from Christchurch to get here to meet the ferry. Here are the train lines. This is the train station if you come to Picton. I'm heading to the aquarium. I heard great things about it and didn't make it here on my last visit, so I thought, why not today? This is pretty cool. Starfish called a cushion star, which is native to New Zealand. It's like a sea urchin. This is the tuatara lizard, which is essentially, I believe, prehistoric. Obviously, this one hasn't been alive since prehistoric times, but I believe not this particular one, but the species has. Oh, here's another one. What a cute base.
Anywhere else in the world. They're only found in New Zealand. And out in the wild, they're actually extinct on the North and South Islands. So the only places you can see the tuatara in the wild are on predator-free offshore islands. It's not moving.
Aww. Oh, so cute. Here's a water dragon. I think my mom would like this one for dinner. This is the white bait the South Island is known for, and it tastes really good in eggs. I've eaten them a few times. This is a red-eared turtle who seems to be following me. Hello. Looks like an angelfish. Like a fish that's an angel. That is cool. I think it's actually a red gurnard, and I may have eaten it. Oops. Very pretty. It's like a butterfly, actually. This is the Maritime Festival that's on.
got a sacred, beautiful side. It's a sacred, beautiful side.
If you walk a bit past the marina, you will find a bridge where you can cross over and get to another walk. Here's the bridge and indicators of where you can go. And you can get a beautiful view of the marina from the bridge. It is stingray crazy day just right here in the harbor. It's nuts, and they're huge. I always love everybody's name for their boat. Here's Lola, but here's a good one. Seize the day, the 3rd. So do you think the other two just like crashed, or there's 2 others in existence before this one that somebody else has? That concludes my walkthrough of Picton. As you can see, this is a charming town for a place that I thought was really, like I said, just somewhere you get off the train or the boat to cross to a different island. It has a lot to do, especially if you are going to be throwing in a wine tour, which I highly recommend. And like you saw, I did a half-day tour. I had 4 vineyards, that was plenty. So maybe do 2 half-days or 1 half-day instead of a full day. You could easily spend several days here and not run out of things to do. As I mentioned, this is my 2nd trip here, and the first time I did the Marlborough Sound Mailboat tour, which is, I highly recommend, and that's easily a half-day, full-day trip depending on whether you add the hiking in with it. And there are some hiking trails right from Picton as well. I did one of them last time and one of them that I showed you this time. And they may not be to those like epic mountain views, but they're cute, and again, there's a lot to do here. If you are not already subscribed to my YouTube channel, please hit the subscribe button. While you're waiting for the next episode, check out my New Zealand playlist where you'll find about 20 or so episodes that I filmed before this one. And also come to my website where you can take a really fun travel quiz. There are a few to choose from, as well as challenging yourself to see if you are ready to quit your job and travel full-time or pursue your own passion. Until the next video, have a great week, and I will catch you on the next one. Bye-bye.